What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to talk about the 5 biggest quarterback mistakes. All right, QBs, I'm sure you guys have all heard the phrase get to 90, okay? This is one of the biggest mistakes that I see with young quarterbacks is you have this ball, you're set, you're ready to go, it's in a good carriage, and you lift the ball. You go straight to this 90-degree angle. Now, you do want to get to this 90-degree angle, don't get me wrong, but you don't want to go there right now because here's the thing that happens. When we go, you can't throw until your front foot's in the ground. So if you're stepping and you're getting right to 90 right now, your hip still has to come through. And when I'm right at 90 and my hip's coming through, I have almost this coil of motion. It's this slingshot motion. And what that does, that puts a lot of stress on your shoulder, and that puts a lot of almost arc on this ball that we don't need. We're rotational athletes, guys, and we want to rotate right through the throw. Now, the right mechanics, I don't want the ball to be down here, obviously, because a lot of guys bring this thing low too. I don't want it to be here, and I don't want it to be here. But anywhere in this range, somewhere in here, this opposite L, or this almost 45-degree angle, that's where I want this ball to be, okay, guys? If we lift right to 90, the problem is when we rotate through, we put a lot of stress on our shoulder and we have this slingshot motion. The reason why a lot of your shoulder hurts, guys, is because you probably go right to this 90-degree angle. We got to focus on getting right here to this L or somewhere in between here, so when our hips come through, we're rotating through at this 90-degree angle, and our arm just supports our hip mechanics when it comes through. So the number one mistake that quarterbacks make is they lift this ball, and now I'm going to give you a drill of how to fix that. All right, guys, so you're going to get 2 light dumbbells. These are about 2 pounds, and I don't recommend going maybe any higher than that. Maybe if you're really strong, go about 5 pounds if you're some of my older guys. But you're going to get, I would like this in front of a mirror. So you're going to have these 2 dumbbells right here. Now, what we're going to be doing is it's all muscle memory, guys. It's all amount of reps. You guys have probably heard the 10,000 rep rule. It takes 10,000 reps to master something. You could easily get that working this right now. You can do 100 reps a day, and that will add up. You do 10 days, that's 1,000 reps. So we're going to be here, right? Nice, easy, relax. And all we're going to be doing is we're going to be opening up with this front leg, and we're getting to this L right now. So we're getting to L. All we're doing is strengthening the muscles in this position, in this opposite L position, or wherever it's most comfortable for you. Just not down here, because you're going to feel that stress on your shoulder, and not lifting it straight up right now, because we don't want to practice bad habits. We want to get to this L right now, and we're going to do, I would say we're going to go 10 and 10 on this thing. So we're going to go 10 reps of this, 10 here. Now, the reason why I had this left one is because I want to keep my left arm tight, guys. I want to keep this left one tight, because if I just do it with one, my left arm could be wild and it's going to screw up my mechanics. I want to keep this left one tight like I'm eating a sandwich, so when I actually throw in a normal situation, my left arm stays tight, my release is quicker and more efficient. So we have both of these right here. We're going to go 10 of this, getting right to that 90. And then I don't want to follow through with these, guys, but the next set of 10 that we're going to do is we're going to be here and about stop halfway, but working on getting to this 90, bringing this hip through. So hip, stop right at 90. Hip, stop right at 90. Now, obviously you guys are gonna say, oh, well, shouldn't you always follow through and decelerate on the throw? Yes, this is just 10% of what you should be training, guys. This is just a drill to make this backstroke a lot quicker. Obviously, you're gonna wanna be working some drills where we work on decelerating. You guys have seen the drill that I do with the baseball where we decelerate down and have some weight in this arm. But here's the thing with these, guys. We're working on having a nice compact release, getting right to this 90, coming up to this 90. So opposite L, right to 90. Working on that transition with our upper half mechanics. All right, guys, so the second most common mistake that I see is quarterbacks in the pocket, they do this kick step, okay? Now, I'm sure a lot of you have been taught this, and I'm here to tell you right now this is completely wrong, because I base what I do and I base what I teach off of NFL quarterbacks. The guys at the very top of their game, and not a single one kick steps. I want you to show me, if you find film of an NFL quarterback kick stepping in the pocket, please show me, because it doesn't work. Because you're gonna be sitting here in this pocket. Now, what a lot of you love to do is you do this big kick step here and you get out of the way and you think it's fast, but here's what happens, guys. You hear me talk about a base all the time. When I kick step, look what happens to my base. I'm split. I don't want to be split with my base. I want to keep my nice wide base the entire time so I can get this front foot in the ground, because we can't make a throw without our front foot in the ground and get this ball out. So we should be here, and when we got to move lateral, it's both at the same time, so I could just go right now. But if we kick step and we go here like this, base gets narrow for 1, 2 if you don't do the kick step properly. And then I see a lot of guys kick step with the front leg. That is terrible. You don't want to kick step at all, guys. You want both feet moving at the same time when you're in the pocket, because here's the thing. If I can keep this compact base, nice wide base, and I'm here, both feet at the same time, moving up, moving back, I'm already there in my base. All it takes, window to throws open. I drive, I get my left foot in the ground, the ball's out. But when I'm here and I'm going like this, oh, the window to throw's open. I gotta get reset because I kick step and I split my base. Keep a nice wide base the whole time, sitting down, moving both feet at the same time. I'm gonna give you a drill to work that. All right, guys, to fix your kick step problem, you're gonna have a drill right here and you're gonna work on moving both feet at the same time, you're gonna be straddling this ladder. So it's not like a normal ladder drill. So you're gonna be here. You're gonna have somebody in front of you pointing you each direction. If you don't have somebody in front of you, I just want you to go back and forth 4 times. So we're gonna be here. Nice wide base. Now, if we try to kick step across this ladder, it ain't gonna work. We're gonna be slow. I wanna be here. I'm moving both feet at the same time. Nice. Hey, the ladder makes us have a perfect base. Feet just outside my shoulders. So I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna be working up, working back. Both feet at the same time, doing 4 sets. And then we're gonna make this throw coming off this ladder. If you don't have anybody to throw to, I just want you to work up and back. But what this is working is being light on our toes, both feet at the same time. If we can keep a wide base and we can have quick feet in the pocket, guys, and maintain our base, be sudden, but under control, and the base keeps us under control, we're gonna deliver a good ball every single time, guys. I wanna work about 5 sets of 4 of those if you don't have anybody to throw to you, or I wanna work 5 sets of somebody pointing you and you having to react each direction. All right, guys, so I get this question a lot. How can I sit in the pocket and be comfortable with this pressure coming at me and still deliver a strike to my receivers, okay? And this brings us to the next mistake that quarterbacks make is their eyes drop or they're looking at the rush anytime there is not a prescribed drop on the play, okay? I read the book, it's called The Quarterback by Bruce Feldman. It said that 70% of the time in the NFL, that's the NFL with the best linemen in the world, 70% of the time the quarterback took the prescribed drop and throw. So let's say you're throwing a dig, 3 and a hitch. 70% of the time, that didn't happen. So only 30% of the time he dropped back and went 1, 2, 3, hitch up and throw. So 7 out of 10 plays, he had to do some kind of movement in the pocket, okay? Now that's just what he said in the book, but I believe it. I believe it's true. Watch an NFL game. Now the mistake that a lot of young guys make while they're not good in the pocket is because the second they feel pressure, they're looking at the pressure and they lose the vision of the entire dang field, okay? We can't have that as quarterbacks, guys. Our eyes have to be up the entire time and we gotta have almost a 6th sense for this pocket movement, okay? So we feel it, and that's why our feet, that's why we work all those dang drills when we train in the off season. We work all those footwork drills. It's not just to look cool, it's to make sure that our feet in the pocket, we're quick, we're agile on our feet, and we're able to move. We get a feel for this pressure, and we can just drift, and we keep our base the entire time and make this throw under control, but having quick feet. Now, that brings me to my next point. Let's say we got to escape out of the pocket, because it's not always going to be perfect, and we're not going to just be able to make one quick movement and throw. Sometimes we're going to have to escape and get out. What makes guys, who's the best out of the pocket? Probably Rodgers and Mahomes. Those are probably the 2 best guys escaping out of the pocket and extending the play. Not making the play, but extending the play and getting into their playmakers. Quarterbacks aren't playmakers. Some of you might be, but those guys aren't. So they're here. When they escape the pocket, their eyes don't drop and then look up. I love the quarterback coaches who just sit back and they just film their guys doing drills because they're trying to make some cool videos, and they don't coach them on this when they're working an escape drill. Their eyes just go down here and they're looking down at their feet, and then they come up and it's like, oh cool, you're throwing a t-shirt and shorts and you can make that throw. Oh cool, anybody could do that. How are you gonna have your eyes up in a game? Are you gonna be here and the first thing that shoots your head around, let's say you're reversing out, the first thing that shoots your head around is your eyes. You get your eyes downfield so you can deliver a strike, not looking at the floor. And that's the same thing for sprint out mechanics. I love seeing quarterback coaches film their guys running sprint outs and they just go like this. It's like, well, what the hell did that accomplish? It didn't accomplish anything. Keep your eyes downfield. You're reading the field. You're always scanning the field, because how are you going to know? What if your guy falls down, but you're looking at your feet because you're worried about getting depth, you know, and their quarterback coach is worried about his camera angle. How about you get your eyes downfield, you find the receiver, and you get this ball out of your hands? That's another mistake that I see all quarterbacks make, is that they drop their eyes when they escape, or they're in this pocket and they're looking at their pressure. You need to have a 6th sense when you're in the pocket and when you're getting a feel for the pocket when you escape. All right, guys, now the next mistake that I see quarterbacks make is their base gets way too narrow. Now, what do I mean by that? When I say narrow, I don't mean wide. I mean this. I mean my feet are close together, my feet are underneath my shoulders. And the reason what happens when your base gets narrow is, one, you're gonna be inefficient. I can't move as fast as I would with here, and I have to kick step. I can't move both feet at the same time if I have to move in the pocket. But when it's time to throw and I'm like this, I have this real long stride and then I have this long release where I'm coming down on the ball. I don't want that, guys. I want my feet to be just outside my shoulders, and I wanna be moving them both feet at the same dang time. That's how I wanna be working in this pocket, and I wanna have a wide base, because I'm gonna develop a long stride over there. You're gonna look like a pitcher. Now, what I normally see when it happens is when quarterbacks shuffle up in the pocket and they're almost clicking their feet together. I don't want that. Like I said, I want both feet moving at the same time. I wanna be here when I climb up in the pocket, or when I take a hitch to throw. I see a lot of quarterbacks, they'll hitch up and they'll go like this. Then they have this real long stride. Not what I want. I want to take a 3-step drop, nice wide base, quick hitch. Or I got to shuffle up in the pocket. I want both feet moving at the same time. Watch Trevor Lawrence in the pocket. Does he ever take a hitch where his feet get this close together? Hell no. That's why he's the best quarterback in college football. Does he ever climb the pocket with his feet clicking? Hell no. He keeps a wide base the entire time. That's why he's probably, him and Tua are the 2 best passers in college football right now. I'm going to show you a drill on how to work that. All right, guys, so this isn't an obstacle course drill that your quarterback coach loves to have you do, where you take 7 different drops and do 7 different kind of footwork drills where you're clicking your feet together and he's worried about his camera angle while he's filming you. This is a simple drill that's going to help you in a game time situation. It's going to help you keep your base wide and not be so narrow with your feet. So you're going to be here. All you're going to be doing is you're going to be shuffling around these cones. You're going to keep this nice wide base. Now I want my base to be almost robotic. You're going to have somebody standing about 12 yards in front of you. When they flash their hands, I want to get the ball out. So we're going to be here. Nice wide base, and we're just going to be here. Now when we get to the top of these cones, the mistake a lot of guys make is they try to go too fast and they bring this back leg close together and then they got to reset. If he calls for the ball and my feet is like this, then I got to take this long stride. I want to make my base robotic when I go through this thing. And I'm just going in a circle, guys. I'm just going to be here. Be like this. And one thing that you notice, my eyes stay downfield the entire time. I don't want to be looking at my feet. I don't want to be worried about my feet. We talked about this before. I want to have a 6th sense for the pocket. I want to have a feel for the pocket, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to work 4 sets where we shuffle up in the front, and then 4 sets where we shuffle up. We start up here, and we shuffle down the back. We're coming out the back door, so we're going to be here. Working all the way through, guys, keeping a nice wide base, maintaining my base the entire time, not getting super narrow. All right, guys, so the last mistake that I want to get into today is why quarterbacks struggle to throw this ball with power, because they're trying to throw this thing too hard with their upper half. I see too many quarterbacks like this. They're super tense. They're almost flexing their upper half and their traps are super tense. Your body can only produce so much force. And that force needs to be coming from your legs, from your hips, and from your core, not from your arm. Your arm is just a follow through. It's like when you go to dinner and you pay the tab, then you pay the tip. Your body's paying the tab. You're paying for the whole meal with my body. The arm is just tipping the waiter or the waitress. That's all it is. So when I'm sitting in this pocket, I want to be relaxed from my upper half. I still want to keep a good ball carriage. When I say relaxed, I don't mean drop this ball down here. Keep this ball in my nice comfortable carriage. I like to stay on my right pec, relax my upper half so I could push more with my legs. If you don't believe me, I want you to go throw right now. Start off super tense like you normally do. Then relax your traps, relax my shoulders, and really see how much you can drive off of this back leg and how much you can get your hips into this throw. The ball is going to pop off your hand in the natural path. The arm wants to swing through natural for you. The arm doesn't want to go here and stay super compact. That's not natural. The arm wants to swing through. Let the arm do its natural path. Let all the power comes from my legs. That's the last mistake that I see a lot of quarterbacks make. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please leave in the comments any questions you guys have that really mean a lot to me. And please subscribe to this channel. That would also really mean a lot to me. I'll see you guys next time.